You don't give me a box when I enter. Gosh.
No, go up the stairs to the left.
What?
It took me to my dorm, so.
Where'd it go?
Fashion show.
I think it went into the floor.
Oh, you have to buy this shit.
Awesome rec room stuff.
Wait, it starts in 1 minute?
And that shit's expensive.
Go in game chat, tell somebody you have a crush on them.
I'm already in game chat. I'm in game chat 100% of the time.
Go tell somebody that you have a crush on them. Say, I think I have
You're
a
not gonna
crush
buy none
on
of
you.
this, Pete? Pete, you're not buying none of that?
Do it.
Hey, Mimic. Before you leave. Fuck you!
Oh shit, it's starting. Hey, the event's starting.
Okay, let's go.
He just
then.
did.
Alright. We have to wait for a while.
Where they
Digital
going?
Buffalo, Frog and
You had
Time
it,
Network for you?
boy.
Oh, they're going to the event. It's right here, bro.
Where you headed,
Which-
boy?
Wait, which one is it? Is it this one?
Alright,
harassing
try
this
again.
kid, bro.
I hit accept. No more pending
handle it,
requests. And now you gotta hit start broadcasting.
Alright.
Hey, I see it there.
I've done it.
Come on, Pete.
All right, I think I am here. Hello, everyone.
I need to pee.
Hello.
Tell Pete to wait.
Hello.
Guys, I
See
ordered a
another
VR.
invite,
It's
Emily
coming in the
Waffles
mail
here.
tomorrow at 10.
Oh
a.m.
no!
Waves to you all.
I can't walk forward because my
Walking?
battery in.
Okay.
Yo, what up,
We sure can.
man?
Guys, I think I'm gay.
Can they hear me?
No, they're broadcasting.
Yo.
Alright, try now.
That's
Yo,
what I
what's
did
up,
first.
Krill?
Try to start
Yeah, I just
broadcasting.
kinda
Hey.
Hey,
here we
we
are.
did it!
Emily appears.
Hi.
Why aren't they
All right,
Why
everyone
aren't
in
they
the audience, thank you all so much for
Hello.
joining. I
do
think
we
we'll
have
just
to
give
walk
us
in?
like 1 more minute to get settled, and we'll get
Why is
started.
everybody
There's already
waffles so fast?
555 people in this
Why is there
event.
blue waffle up there?
Sure.
Oh my God, you've already
Hello, all
surpassed
of
the
you.
last panel I was in. Oh my God,
Hi, everyone.
570.
Hi everyone.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh!
this panel
All
is
right,
actually not
everyone.
Yes.
If you
Gonna be
can
anything other than us
see
counting.
4 people on the stage, type ye, 2 e's in the chat. Let me see those e's.
How do you?
Eee.
Look at them e's.
Oh, there are a lot of yees.
Oh my
Oh, wow.
God!
So
Oh my
many.
God! I gotta,
think I'm
educate
gay.
people on the correct spelling of
I
ye.
want to put black.
We got, oh my, this is insane. Oh my, 638. Okay, now I'm starting to feel, holy, wow. Alright, so, I think we could get started on this panel. So,
Hey, Pete.
this panel
I'm
is
in the
to
nosebleeds.
discuss the new Rec
I'm
Room
in the
Original,
nosebleeds.
and we
Got
have
those
some
boogies right
devs over
now.
here. Look at these
Yeah.
awesome devs. So we'll just have them introduce themselves, and we'll get started with the questions, starting with you.
Alright.
I'm going
Hi,
to
I'm
break my
Josh.
monitor,
I'm
I
a
swear.
designer on Rec Rally and at Rec Room. I'm super excited to talk about our new RO.
Hi, I'm
That's-
Frog in Time. I'm an artist on the team. Also excited.
Yo,
Hello, everybody. I'm Digital Buffalo. I'm a software engineer on Rec Rally, and we're excited
I wanna get
that you
in
all are
there.
going to get to play it pretty soon.
Hecky! And I'm your host, Emily Waffles, yay! Someone who's only played Rec Rally once. So, you know,
fuck is
but
that?
it was cool, okay? Alright, so
real
let's
bad.
move on to our first
Who are
question.
you?
So, it is, what is the inspiration behind
My
Rec
bad, my bad.
Rally? And then
My
we'll just
bad.
go down the line every time, starting with you, Josh.
Cool. Alright, well, I will answer that question, I
limits?
promise. Before, I want to
Cool.
just give a little
Get just
overview for
started.
anyone who doesn't know what Rec Rally is.
Probably
Maybe got a
should've done
chance
that
to
yet.
watch the video we posted on YouTube yesterday. If you haven't checked it out, please watch the trailer. Rec Rally is our new Rec Room original. It's a 6-player off-road racing game set in sort of the
Yeah.
American Southwest. You got 6 cars. Everyone is one person to a
Ready?
car,
Excited?
and they're racing to be the first person to cross the finish line 3 times. There's all kinds of fun hairpin
no
turns
fucking
and jumps and boosting, power sliding, anything.
start
you want out of a
harassing
racing game.
everybody.
Well, this is
Shit.
And so on
Mario
top of that,
Kart.
though, we've also got the really fun Rally Buggy, which is the car you race in Rec Rally, that actually supports kind of more features than the game requires. So you can have a bunch of your friends hop in the
Sorry,
car
show
with you and drive around, sort of doing some co-op driving. You can shoot paintball guns while
What'd
you're
you say?
driving, and you can use them in
Show 'em how
UGC
amped
to
up
make
you are, bro.
any
Throw your
number of
hands in the air
fun
and start
new games
screaming.
and rooms. So we're really excited to have everybody play it, and Yeah. All right.
I'm
Now I'll answer your
excited.
question. Will you ask it
Yes.
again, please? Because I totally
It
derailed
is what is
Oh,
the
wait,
inspiration
I
for
can't hear
behind
the damn
Rec
thing
Rally?
over you.
Okay.
Sorry.
So,
Is it not
uh,
go-karts?
in 2 words, yeah, go-karts, honestly. No, but for real, we've wanted to add driving and racing to Rec Room for a really long time. If you might have seen some videos or heard talk of go-karts, which was a game, like a prototype that we put together, geez,
I got
4
to play
years
it.
ago. You had to play it, yeah.
I was
a
one of
long
the people
time
who
ago.
played it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we had we had a lot of fun with it back at the time, back when we put it together, but it ended up just not quite working well enough, so we kind of shelved it and it went on the back burner for a long time. And then since then, we've been looking for opportunities to bring that back, to get racing somehow into the game. It's something we know, a lot of people in the community are excited about. It's something that we're really excited about, kind of internally. And so we've been looking for ways to work on it sort of slowly ever since. These over a year ago of some like newer prototyping.
Hey,
we were
fuck
doing
you.
for
Let's
different
get to
vehicles.
wrecking.
But then over the last year and sort of in 2021, we got the opportunity to sort of do it for real and something that we're actually shipping out, and that was Rec Rally. But it all came back from this desire to have go-karts and racing because we just think it's so much fun. And we just thought it was so cute to see Rec Room avatars
man.
inside cars driving around and waving at each other. I get a big kick out of
Very
it.
cute.
I think a big issue from back then is like the motion, like, some people not being able to handle the motion. Now we have awesome comfort settings, we have screen mode, so I guess it's more possible to do something like that. And
That's
the
totally
comfort
right.
mode does work using the vehicle one. And
Yeah.
those of you who get motion sick like me, recommend if you're in VR. All right, Frog in Time, do you have anything to say about inspiration?
For inspiration, so I wasn't in charge of actually making the environments of it, but I know we wanted it to be a little bit different than the normal like Rec Room environments that we have. So something a bit more arid, but still keeping a little bit lush. So it's kind of like a California adventure, in my opinion. I think it looks pretty cool.
I agree.
Absolutely. And Digital Buffalo, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, I think not exactly from an inspiration perspective, but when you think about vehicles, one of the things that was important for us is just adding vehicles into Rec Room. And so, we released seats, a few months ago with the intent of thinking that vehicles are basically seats with wheels. And so, releasing seats was really the first step
that shit looks
of Rec Rally and
sick.
getting to where we are today.
Oh, I wish I.
Yeah.
Oh,
Been a
I
long
checked
time
that.
coming, basically. So
Mhm.
I'm sure everyone is very excited. By the way, we have like 700 people watching. Thank you all for watching.
Woo, hello.
Hey,
Yeah,
all right.
apparently.
So next question: how long was the overall creation
That was my last
process,
one. My
including the
bad, my bad.
design and planning processes?
Oh yeah. Well, so like I mentioned, the go-karts prototype was. I think I genuinely don't remember exactly, but I think it was 4 years ago that we worked on that.
September
So it's been
2016,
kind
if I
of-
remember correctly.
September 2016,
Whoa,
5 years ago.
Wow.
You're prepared. I worked
I
on
mean,
it.
it's
I
just
forgot
memory.
about that.
Yeah, I think my
But
mom's coming
so
later,
that's
so
a long time.
That one's not.
What you're playing,
Okay.
what you'll be playing this week when you play Rec Rally doesn't necessarily have a foundation from a code or art standpoint in that go-karts prototype, but sort of our philosophy of what it's like to drive games and our design really did sort of start there. And then, again, about a year ago, we started bringing this idea back and started working on it a little bit more in earnest. We did some internal prototyping, and we kind of wanted to answer the question of, how the heck do we think players should drive cars anyway? Like, how do you drive a car in VR? How do you drive a car on your phone? How do you drive a car with a controller? Right? Because, Rec Room's on all kinds of different devices now. We want to make sure it's a really good experience for everybody, kind of no matter what you're playing on. And that sort of prototyping took a little while. And then, we started building stuff with the intention of shipping it in earnest.
I'm back, crew.
A little before the summer. Digital
You're
Buffalo can
back?
talk more about that.
I'm black.
Yeah, it was
I think the
about
sound went
in
out based on the chat.
Uh-oh.
Emily
Can you hear
Waffles?
me?
What was that?
It looks like the audio went out, maybe.
You can't hear us out
Um,
there?
I think it might help if we stop and start broadcasting. Just like stop to start. So
Gotcha.
give us a second, everyone.
Bruh.
Wait, we,
We
can hear
can
him. What is
hear.
it?
No autism.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, technical
nothing
difficulties.
wrong.
If you can hear me.
Yeah.
Those of us in the main room, you're good.
I've been trolled.
If you'll know you're in the
lucky
main room,
few.
you'll
Like,
see
you guys
Dwayne
are
down
fucking
there.
pussies just sitting out there viewing.
Okay, so if you can hear us, everyone in the instance, give me an A. A, Y, 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 Y. Whole bunch of Ys.
Yeah, can you hear us, everybody?
Okay.
Yeah, look at all the A's. Look at that. Okay,
All right,
cool. That's a lot of A's. Okay.
a lot of A's. All
A
right.
lot of
All right, go
A's.
ahead and continue.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
all I
I-
was saying. If you heard, oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, earlier when I was talking about how we started kind of really this in earnest with developing the seats, and so that really started kind of near the end of April, and so this is
Stay in your space.
once we'd already done the prototyping and stuff that Josh had already talked about, and so we were working on
You don't want me
seats.
to get
Obviously,
up.
like there's other stuff that we were working on at the same time, but then we quickly moved into working on Rec Rally Formal. And different parts of the team were kind of working on the process at different times because of all the different things that we do have to ship. But that's really when it started, and so it's been like 4 or 5 months. There have been times where we've scaled down a little bit the number of people that were working on it so that we can get some other things out the door. But for most of that time, we've been working on Rec Rally in some form or fashion, and really the work that had happened kind of a year ago, that prototyping, that really helped accelerate what we did because we already had a really good foundation for what we wanted, how we wanted the vehicles to work, and what was important.
Sweet.
Absolutely. Okay, Froggen. Is there anything you want to say?
Well, it typically comes in slightly later in the development process, but I know for us we did take a while making sure that everything looked cute and fun. We have a couple
Cute and
chickens on
fun.
that on the map that look pretty cute, I think. So I hope you see them all.
I mean, I really love the design of the buggies. I can't wait for players to see them, and they'll just be like, "Whoa, look at it! Let's go ride
I
it!
know.
Vroom vroom!"
I know.
They're
All
really
right.
cute.
Yeah, I love
I-
them.
Yeah. I keep looking at ways to like 3D print one for myself. I really want a little
Oh my
buggy for
gosh, it's
desk.
a tiny little one.
know.
Make it like a remote control buggy.
You're right.
That'd be so cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
All
would be-
right, so let's move on to the next question, which is, during the development process of creating Rec Rally, were there any specific challenges that had to be overcome in everyone's respective fields, I guess? Josh?
Sure. The first thing that comes to mind is making a vehicle and a game that's fun to race competitively on all these different kinds of platforms. We don't just want it to be a fun
that's a
VR
whole ass
driving
dude, bro.
experience and fun VR racing game, but also a fun
Hey, you're a dude?
mobile racing game and console
What?
racing game. We don't want any one platform to just be
Not
way
you, the
better than all
person
the
next
rest.
to you.
So it's hard to
What?
build a car that you
Are you a
to
dude?
build 4 different sets
I
of
cannot hear
controls for,
shit.
using a keyboard, using a controller,
Yes
using
or no?
VR controllers, and kind of doing that balancing work of making
I
sure
said-
that
What'd you say?
players are still able to
Oh, you're a
be
dude?
competitive with each other and
It's
still
bragging on
fun
fun
to
and
race
great
against each
On the
other.
dead looks.
And I think honestly we did a really good job at the end of the day. I think it is really fun on all these different
You
platforms.
sorry.
But that was really
You
hard to
didn't-
get
you
to, and it took a
He was
lot of
wondering if you were a
iteration.
dude or a girl.
Tried a lot of
all.
prototypes, threw a lot of things away, had to go back and start over, sort of throughout the whole process.
Nah, you guys were just kind of close.
I think it was
and
worth
it
it.
looked like you were making out a bit.
Awesome. All right,
Froggen time?
Froggen.
Yeah, for me, since I was on the art team, something I wanted to take
Wyvern,
a
you like
stab at was
dudes?
doing some more optimization, which isn't the most exciting thing in the world to do, but I wanted to take a stab at it. So that was definitely a challenge for me, learning an entirely different new skill, making sure that the game runs a little bit better, that things instance together.
Why don't they just other people to do it? I
But
don't
it was
understand.
kind of a way for me to grow as an artist personally. So I had a lot of fun doing that, and it was
Just
definitely
really
something
quick
that
time.
challenged me, but I was able to learn
Who
from.
the fuck are
The map
you?
is very unique, and I'm excited
So
for
nice.
people to see it too, because it is something
Yeah.
different. And you did a great job, because I love it.
Thank you. Oh.
On game
right,
with
digital.
The blank, blank, with the thing, on same
Yeah,
thing,
for
what I say,
engineering, I think one of the big challenges was just the vehicle physics.
Oh, this looks sick.
That was different than really something that we'd done, in the past in Rec Room. Particularly, the vehicles, they move really quickly,
Bunch of
and
cubes,
just
bunch of
the the interactions that it has, being able to run into things and have that react the way that you want. We had some really hilarious bugs throughout the development process dealing with physics where vehicles would go flying off or they looked like lowriders or various different things just because of the challenge. And so we spent a lot of time on the physics for sure.
Oh, I can just imagine, you're just driving a car and then it, gets sent to space. That sounds great, and now I want to see that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was a good question. Let's move on to the next one. Here's a fun question. What was the most fun part of creating Rec Rally in everyone's respective fields?
Ooh, sure. Well, I don't know if this was the most fun part, but one moment that
Stayed
stood
in there,
out for
boy.
me, we did a play test in the middle of the summer when we were really getting all of the UGC and circuit integration into the buggy kind of stood up for the first time, where we just had this sort of jam session where a bunch of folks got into a room and one of the people on the team made this sort of kart racer style battle arena out of these big colorful blocks and ramps and stuff like that. And it was just a whole bunch of goofy stuff like putting down bowling pins and let's see what happens when I drive my bowling pin into them and I do a sliding skid into them and there's a person there and what happens if I'm drawing with my maker pen and someone hits me with a car. And just seeing all the kind of goofy ways that the different pieces of the Rec Room sandbox kind of play together and create these sort of unexpected outcomes. It was just so much fun. It just the whole test was full of laughter, so that really stood out for me.
I mean, personally, I'm excited for mass people getting run over. Just someone in a car just comes down, and there's just a whole bunch of people standing there, and everyone just goes.
You're vicious, Emily. Oh my goodness.
It's hilarious. That's the thing that makes me laugh.
We definitely had
I'm
lots of
excited
people
for that.
trying to do that during playtests.
Yeah, great minds.
you've gotta
think
try.
alike.
You've got to try.
I played too much GTA. All right, Frog and Time.
Oh no.
For me, it wasn't something that I did, but whenever people would test the game, when it came to people wearing costumes and also driving in the carts, I just remember seeing a Master Chief suit in the cart. It just made me laugh, and I had a gif of it. It just made me smile. I thought it was great.
Oh,
that was
beautiful.
hilarious.
Oh, I
For
couldn't
me,
imagine.
it was probably the first time that we got together in the room and multiplayer with multiple seats, and we had a couple people that were in the cart together, one on the back and just driving around, and I don't even remember. People were waving like we were at some sort of homecoming game with driving around and someone on the top of a convertible or whatever, and we were just having a fun time, just driving around and goofing off, jumping, and it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
my
yes.
goodness.
I can't wait to see the fun stuff that people are gonna do and just all of the memes and the fun times that everyone's gonna have just messing around in private rooms. That's what I do when a
gonna be
new
great.
feature comes out. I bring it in a
Oh,
private
heck yeah.
room,
If-
and then
if
I
I
see
have
like,
a
how
lipstick
can I
that's
just
cool with
ruin
my
it?
lipstick
Just
something.
do something that's just a
My
mess.
heart.
Well, I think it was an option.
Like,
I
I
think it's
don't
an
know.
option either.
Probably
No,
do.
that's
I like
great.
the idea of the
That's
bowling
perfect.
pins, just drive and get into a whole bunch of bowling pins.
Right.
Just stuff like that.
At least
See what
that's what my
happens.
friends told me.
You know?
So if
Exactly.
they're trustworthy or not, I don't know.
Absolutely. It just,
But in the
quickly,
trailer,
if-
they're
if
using the
maybe people aren't familiar
steering
with
wheel.
these
so I
buggies
don't
that
know,
we're
maybe
shipping.
steering wheel.
They have 3 seats in them. So there's the driver's seat,
there's
obviously,
two-
and you've got the
there's two
steering
ways
wheel
to
and
drive.
your handbrake and the boost button and stuff
I know,
like that.
that's what I told
And then
them.
there's the sort of front passenger seat sitting to the side of them. So it's sort of like we would be in the front row of a car. And then there's a stand-up seat in the back where you can kind of grab onto the bars and hang on. And it's just, that was the one people were using to be the prom king and queen standing on the back. And it's just super
Yeah.
goofy. Yeah.
That's what
It's a
you
lot of fun.
imagine, but I'm imagining that's the place for the person with the laser launcher stands.
The
You
la-
know?
Yeah.
That's a
Absolutely.
designated
It's a
spot.
cut
You know,
down
I can't really say
GT
mini games,
version.
just using that. You drive around and you shoot things
Absolutely.
from that spot. That'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, the team is really looking forward to
they've been
see
so
what people
creative,
do
I
with
can't
the
wait.
cart.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Gosh, I'm so excited for this. Okay, so next question: what's
Where am
coming
I
next
headed?
for
Where-
Rec Rally? So we got the release, and then what's gonna happen after that?
Yeah. Good question. Well, so yeah, we got the release
That's a good
this week, and that's going to be an RRO. So that's the map, that's the game mode, that's the buggy, and then we're also putting the buggy as a beta feature, a creation beta feature, into the Maker Pen palette. And so that's in there for a little while, so we can work out some of the kinks with, there's a lot of UGC complexity in Rec Room and a lot of things we want to make sure really well. And so we really focused on getting the core of the buggy experience, driving, racing, to be really solid. And it's circuits integrated. You can use circuits to turn the car off and on, or put a player in the driver's seat. And you can use the Maker Pen to configure the amount of torque the engine can produce, and how long it takes to turn, and how slippery the front wheels are versus the back wheels, and all kinds of crazy stuff.
What?
But we want to go kind of
Oh,
even
that's pretty
further.
cool.
Sorry.
And you're okay. Oh no, an alarm. And make the way that the buggy works with everything in the UGC sandbox is a little bit more robust. So we're hoping to get it out of beta as soon as possible, sometime over the next few months at the very latest. And we're hoping to do a little bit of work to maybe put some fun surprises in the Maker Pen palette alongside it when that happens. So keep your eyes open for more fun vehicle stuff in the not too distant future.
Awesome. I don't know what that means, but we'll see.
Yeah,
I was gonna
exactly.
say I don't have a follow up for that. That was a great answer to that question.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that didn't take that long. Those are all the questions we agreed on. But there are more questions in here. This last panel I did was 3 more people, so that we had 6
Oh,
questions was
sure.
enough. But
We can answer
yeah.
each question twice. So
Well, here's one that's a good one. What did you learn from the creation process that can be used in the making a future RROs?
ooh. Let's do the other way around and start with Digital Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. When it's a hard question, then you got to come to me first. You take the easy ones first, and then it's coming to me. What did I learn? I mean, I think we learned a whole lot. Certainly, we learned a lot about kind of what are good ways to do things from a physics perspective. So, for vehicles, we really learned a lot in, what it takes to make a vehicle work well within Rec Room. And so I think that's certainly something we can take to in any future Rec Room originals that we might do.
Another retcon.
Let's see, what else? I don't know. I'm going to turn it over to Frog and Time and because I can't think of anything else off the top of my head.
Hey guys.
I'm sure there are much more that we learned.
Well, for me,
you
I guess
gotta-
back
you
to the
gotta get above and
optimization
do that.
stuff. Hopefully, all the Rec Room originals in the future will be better optimized than the last, because I'm still learning as an artist. So hopefully they'll run better, always be smoother, always improving, and in terms of style and art.
Suggesting something.
Always smoother, always cuter. I think that is what we're going
Yes,
for.
exactly. Always smoother, always cuter. I love that.
Excellent. Well, and just to be clear with everybody, this game is going to be on all of our platforms. It's going to be on Quest 2
Yes.
and Quest 1. So that was really important to us to make sure that
new.
new stuff we make works for
No.
everybody who plays Rec Room. And so part of that is performance. Also part of that is sort of like I was talking about before with controls. And so I think something that, that I
If
think
they
we
did-
learned
if
is
they
just
do bring it to
how
Switch,
to
I'd have
do
a
a better
reason to
job
use it.
making games that do work well
would-
on a
I
bunch of
would be
these
able to
different
play a lot of
platforms.
games, I think.
It's look at something like our sort of older games like Dodgeball or Paintball or something like, we really love those games, but they were designed when Rec Room was a VR only thing. And so, we didn't have the opportunity to design the game with
Yeah.
all of these different kind of play styles in mind. And now we do. And so we kind of took that seriously. And I think we have a design process that has helped us do a good job there, which I think we'll almost certainly reuse again in the future.
Oh shit! You can read the
All right.
the chat. I didn't even.
We're not
realize.
even halfway done. I ran out of questions.
Damn.
So,
Sure.
that's a bit of a. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna ask something that I asked in the last panel, I guess. I guess it's kind of applies. It's like, is there anything that you want to say to all the people who are gonna play Rec Rally right now? If there's anything you could say to them regarding the game or anything? I'm just trying to make more questions here. Okay,
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the
Let me
first
guess,
thing
we're going to start with me again.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
the first thing I'd say to everybody is ask Digital Buffalo. I can start again. So I think the first thing would just be, I hope you have a lot of fun playing Rec Rally. We had a lot of
Episode
fun
banned.
testing it and making it. Put a lot of care and love into it. So we hope that everybody really enjoys it and has a great time. And then really hope that you take the stuff from the game, you take the buggies, and you sort of make them your own. That you go and make cool content, you go and make fun races and food delivery games and whatever it is that comes to mind, right? Put cars into all your rooms. We want you to have as much fun as you can.
Everywhere.
We want to see all the cool stuff you make.
Yeah, I pretty much the same. Of just, I really hope everyone enjoys it. I hope you guys explore the Rec Rally map a little bit, maybe find something you weren't expecting to. And yeah, again, keep an eye out for those chickens. They're really cute. I just really like them.
Now I gotta go find them.
Yeah.
We're
Have
super
fun, and enjoy it.
Yeah, we're so excited to get this out into people's hands. We've had so much fun just playing it as we've been developing it, and we want to hear what people think about it, what you like, what you don't like too. We want to hear as well, so that we can make it better. And we're so excited. Like the rally car is so much fun. Like Rec Rally, we think is a lot of fun, but we think it's only just like the tip of the iceberg, what you can do with the rally buggy. And so we know that a lot of you out there have awesome ideas of different rooms that you're going to create with it, and so we're just looking forward to play your all creations. That'll be so much fun.
Yes, true.
Yeah, I want rally buggy obby rooms really badly. So please, people, make them for me.
Oh yeah, so I have to mention this since I have an opportunity on the panel. I don't know if you've all heard of this game called Whirly Ball, but out here in Washington State, there's this thing where you ride around on bumper cars and you have a lacrosse stick, and there's a ball, and you try to score goals on teams. And so I really want to see someone out there make Whirly Ball and record them. It would be so awesome. So someone figure out how to do that.
All right, so I have some more questions. Thank you, Jay, and also thank you, chat. So apparently some people in the audience want to know, can you clone the room?
You can clone the room. You cannot
Why would it not be an
customize the
option?
room. But
Yeah.
the buggy and a power-up that the buggy uses to get boost are in the Maker Pen palette.
And Jay's asking me another question that we already decided we're not going to answer. So sorry, Jay.
Well, we're just gonna
Well, there's a rough could answer it, I'm sure.
maximize the
No.
That's
it was
right.
the one about, future, I guess. Okay, so let's see. We could either start going to people's questions. I'm sure they have a ton because my mind is like,
Sure.
oh my god, that's it. So I guess we can go to chat. Anyone in any instance, you can type up a question. I'll select it at random, and yeah. Oh my god.
Lots of chats.
So I saw
What
I
is
saw
this?
one that I saw one pop up that I could answer. Somebody said something
Okay.
about
Yeah.
where will there be radios in Rec Rally or something like that. So we are doing something different with voice in Rec Rally than we've done in the past. In like Rec Royale, you know how you have team audio that you can chat with other people on your team. Well, for Rec Rally, we've taken that and we've gone map wide with that. So you can talk with any people in any of the cars. And so that's a different thing than we've done previously to allow it so that you can have conversations with people, even if you're really losing like me, or if you always win like Josh.
Exactly. I was just about to say, it's like when I played, I'm just like, I'm so bad. I can't even get up this
Yeah,
hill.
I'm bad
Like,
too.
it's just
God.
me the whole
Oh,
time, and
gosh,
everyone's
why'd
like
you keep
laps
on
ahead of me, and someone pisses me a lap ahead. I'm just like, all right, that's fine. I'll just be here sucking. We'll get to the end eventually.
Banned.
All right, let's see. What
Oh,
other
fuck.
questions we got from our
You got
giant?
banned.
I can't even read this.
It's too
I'm
fast.
seeing a lot
So
of
fast.
questions
Whoa.
about buggy skins.
Me too.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
we want to
okay.
address?
Frog in time. You want to talk about buggy skins?
Oh
like
man,
stretch
me?
resolution
I
skin.
know right now we do not have the ability to do buggy skins, but one of our artists that made the buggies really wants buggy skins, and everyone on the art team also wants buggy skins. So we want it to happen, but it was out of scope for the launch of the initial Rec Rally game. But we want it to happen. Yeah, please don't be sad.
So basically, soon TM or just
Yes,
eventually.
pretty much. We
Yeah.
also
Yeah.
want it as much as you guys do.
Totally. The buggy is
Oh.
recolorable.
Oh
So,
yes,
I
that
see
is
the
true.
I
need to
see
make
the
your pick.
question. I saw a question. Will you be able to run over the chickens?
No, please don't do that.
Why was so
I mean, yes.
but why would you? How dare you? Anyway, that was
But
hilarious.
please don't run over the chicken named Bob. We really like him. He's been the friend of the team throughout
Yes.
development, so don't run that one over.
Yeah, we're not gonna tell you which one is our friend, but please don't run over Bob.
I'm trying to
Protect.
find a question, but they're all going so fast that oh my god.
All right,
Ah.
slower, everybody.
Yeah, type slow. Really slow.
Okay, the biggest question I see, I feel like we should address is the more maps
All
question.
right.
I see that the
Sure, yeah.
most. I
Yeah,
know.
so-
Yeah.
Totally, I'm happy to talk about that. So we're shipping with one map. It's our outdoor, again, sort of Southern American, fun, sort of dusty space that we think is a lot of fun to drive around. We don't have any plans right now to add more maps, but never say never. We're mostly excited to see all the maps that you all make and see all the fun spaces that you're going to put together. So show us what you want to play and tell us what you want where you want to drive in, and we'll continue to work on this kind of stuff. But one map for right now.
All right, the big questions, I
One
think.
map at a time.
Now we'll get some other
One
questions.
map at a time. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, some people are asking something that has nothing to do with Rec Rally. We're answering Rec Rally questions.
Rec Rally.
Rec Rally folks, hi.
Someone's asking about the release date. I'm pretty sure we
It is-
announced that, right?
Yep,
Why
29th,
you
this
gonna answer
Wednesday.
the basic questions?
That is
Come
my sister's
on.
birthday, so Doesn't-
That's why we timed it.
she doesn't
Yeah.
even play this game, so easy to
Ah,
remember.
She's not gonna appreciate her gift.
Someone asked about new outfits.
Oh,
New outfits.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes, there will be new outfits, and that's all I'll
It's
say.
cute. It's like it fits. I mean, it was in the trailer, right?
We saw it
It's
in the
like so you've probably seen
Yeah,
it if you saw
yeah.
the
Can't
trailer.
say no more.
One of
It
them,
was in the
yes.
trailer.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm excited to see how people, do their style with
Lost
those.
my controller.
Um,
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what other
guys are too
questions I can
fast.
get from
Another
here. I
thing,
know,
another thing to
I'm-
mention
Ah,
on the maps thing is there
Yeah.
is some UG stuff that we're releasing that should help out with people making their maps too.
oh,
That's true.
good.
Yeah, we do have
Tube
some
update?
exciting
What's that?
templates and inventions that we're going to be releasing soon that'll help you get started on making your own maps and help with some circuits logic and stuff like that.
Oh, never mind.
If you know how to do that stuff.
Cool, but
Otherwise, you can
that's
just spawn in a buggy and
anti-cool.
drive around an empty room.
Hey,
which
that's
is
what I
I'm
do.
gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe bring your friends in. Run
Yeah,
with,
and- In fact, the first thing we did with UGC is we just went in and drew like little wedges and started jumping off of them. That was the very first thing we ever did with UGC.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can have a lot of fun with just very basic shapes.
Absolutely.
I saw this
it's just such a
question. Can
fun
you-
toy.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Okay, can you scale the buggies? I saw that question, and I'm curious too,
Like, to be
because I want to
really
drive a
big.
tiny buggy.
Oh, Tiny's also cool.
Okay, so scaling the buggy is not going to be supported. We actually tried that. So I scaled this buggy up, and the problem you have is that you can't see over the dashboard, and so there's a lot of problems that you're running. Like if you scale it really large, like you have this problem where you feel like you're an ant sitting on the seat of a vehicle, and you have no way to see where the vehicle's actually going or anything like that.
Actually, I think those
And
confirmed.
there are other issues
Maybe.
that involve physics and stuff like that. So we currently do not plan to support scaling the buggy. Sorry.
Damn, no tiny
Yep.
buggies.
Rip tiny buggy
Loser.
dream. That's okay.
Tiny buggy.
Let's see. Oh my god. I am very
Okay, I saw one
overwhelmed
in
with
there.
these questions.
I saw one in there that
Alright,
said, "Will you
alright.
be able to drift?" That sounds like a question
saw
for
that too.
Josh.
Yes, you will be able to drift.
Pepto, you're gonna
Why
get
they
banned.
all
In
answering
fact,
basic
there's
questions?
a
I
really
wanna
fun
kill myself.
handbrake. Oh yeah, one of my favorite things to do if you are playing in VR is you go into a turn
not
and then you
gonna
have
kill
to
yourself.
actually grab.
You
the
actually
handbrake
grab
and lean
it?
back
I
on
thought it was just gonna be
Wait,
controlled.
you do? That's a thing?
It's got
You actually have
You
to
do,
grab
yeah.
the
You
handbrake.
grab
I didn't
the
even know
actual
that.
handbrake, you grab it
Let's
with your
go.
fixed hand, and then you can drift into
Let's
a turn.
go.
Oh, it's so much
Rec
fun. It's a
room
fun
good.
squealing
Rec room
sound
good.
that one of our
This is gonna
designers
sound
got in.
fun, bro.
It's just the best. I drift every turn, whether I should or not.
Yeah, so
Just 'cause
so
it's fun.
now you know how Josh wins all the time because he's the designer.
That's
He knows
right.
all the secrets to how things work.
No
Always
wonder I
be
couldn't even
boosting,
finish my
always be
race.
drifting.
I didn't
Yes,
drift.
always be boosting. That is the trick.
Always be drifting. Yeah. My favorite thing is if you're gonna win, you got to do it in style. And so as you're coming up to the finish line, you can
course.
grab the handbrake and do your little 360 spin past the finish line.
It will drift.
Oh, I'm always gonna do
Uh-huh,
that.
uh-huh. Unfortunately,
slamming
I've done that
into other
sometimes
people
when it
causing
wasn't the
accidents.
final lap, and I thought it was.
You got yourself up there, Randor, didn't you?
Yeah. Dang it, that was lap
Yeah.
2. Ah, I should have known.
Okay, what else we got?
Actually, I do
flip?
want to know that.
I mean, if you tried,
Can you
right?
flip?
Like,
Can you flip?
if you make it something like, I don't know,
Bro, if
just
it
like
lands
this
on
like
the
platform
roof,
in the
good
sky
game. I
and then
think you're
just
onto the
drive off
map.
it, I'm sure it flips.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah,
possible.
actually, so-
It's possible.
Yeah, you can flip the car. We tried to make it so that the car was fun and you don't flip, too often. And in fact, if you do flip the vehicle, you can go ahead and go over to get out of the car and go to the bumper and you can grab it and flip it over so you can put it back how you want to.
So strong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why
Exactly
would
right.
they do that?
Magical rec room
That seems
powers.
like
Well,
such
we can
a
talk a little bit about
bad
sort
way
of
to do it.
the design process for the buggy and what we wanted to do and how we wanted it to work.
Clamp.
Um,
That was my
you
question.
know,
I'm
So
pretty sure.
with
I think
we
you
think
can.
about Rec Room largely like it's a real place, and that there are real physics. They're sometimes exaggerated. I can't grab a water bottle from as far away in real life as I can in Rec Room, but
If only.
generally
How
yeah,
we
I know,
mount
I know.
weapons.
Someday soon maybe. But generally things sort of work the way that you would expect they would in reality, and we wanted that to be true of the cars as well. We wanted sort of fun, bouncy suspension. When you go off a jump, you really want to feel like you're in a heavy car. When you hit a thing, you want to feel like you're in a heavy car. But at the same time, we wanted the game to be sort of approachable and fun to drive, again, on all these different platforms, and for people who are familiar with racing games and people who are new to racing games. And so we wanted to make sure that it wasn't the kind of game where every single turn you're slamming into the
Wait,
guardrails because
I have questions.
you were in the wrong gear or something, right? So we try to strike this balance between physically plausible and weighty and it feels like a real thing, but also, a little bit arcadey and kind of just fun to drive for anybody. And so the drifting mechanic we're talking about is sort of a good example of that, right? It's sort of the movie, Hollywood style drifting experience that you might find in some popular car racing movies, which is not realistic at all, right? And so we had to kind of work through how do we make that happen in our kind of semi-realistic simulation. How do we make real-ish tires and real-ish suspension and real-ish engines work like the crazy movie
Yeah,
thing?
ish.
Ish, yeah, right.
Ish.
And so that took a lot of just testing and iteration and trying things, and we finally kind of got somewhere, which I think you're all gonna really like.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw someone out there who asked about a manual transmission, so I just got to address this. The Rally has a continuous variable transmission, so it's not manual, just continuous variable automatic.
Mm-hmm.
I can't drive manual anyway.
It's been
Too
long.
confusing.
Well, that's the most important thing. Is it manual? Is it a stick or automatic? If you're driving a real car.
right.
I know the people out there who care. You really care, right?
That's right. That's right. We went deep on this stuff.
I see a question. Can we honk?
No
I
honking.
don't honk.
Oh my
But
No!
that doesn't mean that you couldn't, clamp a button to the steering
a
wheel
honk.
and maybe make your own honk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
or something.
Make
They
it like,
indirectly
like
answered your
trombone
question.
noise or,
Oh,
that-
sure, absolutely.
or like that little like
Wait, what?
clown honking noise.
They
I
said
think
you
that's
can
right.
clamp a button to the steering wheel, so you can clamp it.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one of the
that's
people on our
probably-
team, the one who created the
My
phrase
next
"always be
question, if, like,
boosting,"
you can get
he
vibrations
went and
from-
clamped
from the
a
ground
button
system,
to
it can
his
probably will.
to his vehicle that
Hopefully.
adds more boost,
That'd
so
be
that he
pretty
could
cool.
just press that and continuously be boosting.
Rocket ship.
Exactly. Yeah.
I see people asking about ranks. I guess they're talking about like this.
Oh, I
the
said that.
leaderboard
like-
or something.
There's always a
You know.
leaderboard,
No,
matter
like
what it
SNS
is.
that
plus
thing,
and stuff
Sure.
like that.
You know.
How could you get that wrong?
No, we don't end up having ranks in the game, but there's places that you get in the race, right? So it's 6 players. You can get first place, second place, third place, and
so
that's
no
sort of
ranks,
is
no
the rank in and
front
of
runner.
itself. So it's all about getting in first or getting in second, not about the number of seconds that it took to go around the racetrack.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I saw
But
the
that
other
doesn't
question
mean-
related to that was about
Yeah.
leaderboards too, and we're not shipping with leaderboards.
Totally.
I see a
But
question.
we
in
encourage
this
you all
main-
to go make
oh,
some fun. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
sorry.
we totally encourage you to go make racing games and rooms where it's all about how many seconds it takes to cross the finish line. We really wanted Rec Rally to be, a little more approachable for people who hadn't driven in Rec Room before and not hyper competitive. If you
Guns,
want a
people
hyper
just
competitive
spamming
game, we
guns.
strongly encourage you to go make one.
True.
We wanted to make sure this was still fun for people who, hadn't raced before and don't want to get
Guns.
absolutely smoked. So.
Yeah.
I saw a
Yeah, I
question
don't- I
in this
don't want
main
to.
instance that made me laugh. I think they were trying to ask
Yeah.
how fast does the car go. They just said, "How fast does the go?" So how fast does it go?
Bro.
The go's
I
fast.
guess
Yeah.
It goes fast.
Go is
Yeah.
fast.
Unless you're going up a hill.
Goes
Is
fast.
that just me? I can't get up hills. I
Well,
don't
you should
know.
have boosted up the hill.
I don't have any boosts. Ah.
You gotta get the boost.
Yeah, boosting off the top of a hill is quite fun. You can get some good air.
Can we get into a
Oh,
car
God.
crash and get into a
What the
legal
fuck?
space?
No, it's okay. Person who asked
there,
that question.
there
It's
is a,
funny.
a fun
No one will
speedometer in
ever
the
read
car,
that.
so you can actually see.
Yeah.
it.
Well, I'm gonna
Or is, I
scroll
didn't
up
even
and
know.
try to
Again,
find it.
I only
Never
played
mind.
once.
Uh-huh, it's all
So I'm learning new things as well. So
Let's see, somebody's saying guns over and over again. So Rec Rally itself
Yeah.
does not have guns, but we expect that lots of you all will create awesome rooms that use the rally buggy to use guns with it, and so we're definitely expecting that and making sure that we're trying to support that.
Yep. Yeah. We designed the controls of the game and the buggy with sort of guns in mind, but we found that it was sort of it muddied the game of Rec Rally, the race we were making, to sort of have them in there. So it was really important to us that those things work well. I'm telling you, the first room I'm going to go make is a battle game where you basically play paintball inside cars for sure. So that was really important to us that it worked, but it didn't make sense
Honda
for this
Civic
particular
Rec
game.
Rally.
And that's one of the cool things about Rec Room is that this game, the game of Rec Rally, doesn't need to be everything for everyone. Because
Eat
there's so many opportunities for you all to make
Sus.
the kinds of racing games and driving games that you want to play.
Board Mustang.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
Josh,
always
could you
love
maybe
to
talk
see
a little
what
bit
people
about-
do.
Oh, prison. Oh my
You-
god.
go
I should know
ahead.
that.
I was just
I
gonna
was gonna
say, I
say-
really love to see what people do with other game modes. It's just always fun
Right.
to see how creative people can get. I really like going into people's games or people's rooms, just like in private instances and just kind of look around. It's really, you guys are creative.
but that
Jo-
idea
Josh,
about
I think
like,
the people talking about the controls, I think they'd be interested to hear like how holding weapons
Your
works
controls
while you
won't
can
very
drive.
well
Like how can you
driving.
drive and hold a weapon at the same time?
Sure,
I can't
yeah.
be bothered to type out some
Um,
detailed
so
question.
Generally, the
An
way it
answer.
works is that you kind of dual wield, sort of like you would with two, paintball guns in a game of paintball. And so you would grab the
I
steering
want
wheel
to
with your
drive with
left
one hand
hand,
like a cool
and then you
boy.
could grab maybe a paintball shotgun, just for example, with your right
Oh,
hand.
could you imagine
And then,
PvP,
depending
like,
on the platform you're
well,
on,
like racing?
you would sort of use slightly different controls. So
The issue is that if
in
you have the
VR,
steering wheel in one hand,
the
how are you gonna?
buggy
How do you
generally
go?
steers
How do you
with the
go
joystick.
forward?
We tried a whole bunch of different versions of steering
And
and,
then
motion controls and stuff like that. And what we kept coming back to from
Maybe
playtest after
maybe
playtest
grip
after
button,
playtest was that
reverse, I don't
hey,
know,
actually,
like,
the best way to
I know
drive
they
this
said
thing
they're gonna have
is to use the
reverse.
joystick on your
I think.
controller and steer left and right. If you're
What,
on a
there's no
platform
reverse
like
in the
PSVR
buttons?
that doesn't have a joystick, that's totally fine. We also have some motion controls
Reverse.
that you can use that are a lot of fun too. But so you can think of it as like I've got one of my hands using the steering wheel, braking, using the accelerator.
Kelly,
the other
make
hand's
big
sort of free.
Puggies go.
And so you might use that hand for, shooting your paintball gun, or for, hey, grabbing that handbrake like I was talking about and doing a skid, maybe smacking the boost button. So that's in VR. On screens, when you get into a car, you use your left hand and you automatically grab the wheel, and then your right hand is free like normal. so you can just grab anything you want and you can continue to use it. And we managed to come up with some pretty cool control schemes that make that not only possible, but like pretty easy actually, and relatively simple. So as I'm driving around like on a with a controller or a gamepad or something, then I can use one of the sticks to steer the car and turn, and the other stick to move my camera around, and use the trigger to
drift.
and so yeah, in drift, exactly right. And then the same thing is true for mouse and keyboard, and also on touchscreens. You can use sort of one hand basically to drive the car, and the other hand to shoot a gun or swing a sword or throw a dodgeball or whatever it might be. Use the maker
Just
pen.
vibe, you know? Like do that thing when
Right?
you're in the
Oh.
car and you're
Exactly. Yeah.
I see
Yep.
too many people asking if they can eat Bob the chicken, and no, you can't.
Oh,
Don't do that.
come on. What is wrong with all you people?
You already have one as a hat. We have a chicken hat.
Yeah, we
You
have
don't need
chicken
to
hat.
eat the chicken too, okay?
Waffles like Emily Waffles like
Oh,
something, like,
okay. Well,
these
if
are-
we do buggy skin, we could have a Bob the Chicken buggy skin.
Oh,
yeah,
That would
there
be
you go.
pretty fun.
Simulator
That'd be
2021.
pretty cute.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Farming simulator.
There's a lot of people asking if you could eat the chicken.
Yeah, there was a good amount of people. I was like, I have
Interested
to
in the
address
music,
this.
though. It could be
Funny.
sick.
That's
that's
just
great.
interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
I
let's
guess you
see.
could try.
Yeah,
Don't
you
try.
could
Poor
try,
chickens.
yes.
Oh, I see. New music. Yes, there is.
Yeah.
new music there, of
Let's
course.
go.
It is.
New
It's delightful
music.
as always.
Very cute.
I haven't heard it because my
Mhm.
music's normally off, but I'll listen to it this time. Yeah,
tell the
I mean, all the
composer.
music's good. Oh no. Okay. What else we got?
Chat's going too fast again.
I know. We already answered a lot of these questions, people.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hello.
Let's see.
Pick mine.
Oh
See
my
some
God.
questions
Motion
about-
sickness. I can address that. Okay. So, hi. I get motion sick very easily. I am one of the few people who
Me
do.
too.
So it's like there is a comfort option that already exists. I'll even tell you how to get to it, right? If you go to watch and you go to settings and you go to gameplay
Bro,
and
they're
then
a
you
bit
press
autistic,
comfort
and I'm not gonna
options.
go that far.
Down at comfort mode at the very bottom left corner, you change that to on. And for me, I have this screen in front of my face, and I'm sitting in this void, and your range of view, your like field of view is limited.
Does she
very limited,
always
but you
play
won't get
like
motion
that?
sick.
What's the point of
So-
even playing
Yeah,
VR
it-
if you're
it kinda
always using that
distances
And-
it from
2D?
you, so you
Yeah.
don't
The
feel
fuck?
as overwhelmed with the motion.
Oh,
because
wait.
your brain doesn't
You should
understand you're not actually moving.
Also, go to the
Yeah.
gear next to it and change the mode to 2D. And then I would change the
Yo,
size
what's
of the
that
screen to
called?
big.
Like,
So the
like
2D
the gear thing.
on option is the best for
Yeah.
people that get very motion sick. But there's also other ways. The 3D one
Yeah.
is the same thing, except instead of a screen, it just kind of this like box around your vision, which I did right now. 2D, 3D. 2D is best if you get really motion sick. 3D is best if you get slightly motion sick. And it does kind of help
And there's a
your view
fun
bit.
option in there too, where instead of just off and on, there's also vehicle only, which works with the buggies. And
Yep.
so it will basically automatically put you into this comfort mode as soon as you get into the car.
That works with hang gliders as well. Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, I can
Well,
handle the hang
even in
glider for
addition-
like 30 seconds, but like not
Yeah.
above
Oh, no.
3 minutes.
Hey, great. But even beyond sort of our comfort options, we put a lot of time and thought and care into making sure that the cars were comfortable to drive on every platform just naturally. So there's a little bit of sort of camera magic going on behind the scenes where we try to keep the horizon line a little bit more stable when you're driving the car, and just some subtle things that we found go a really long way to making it a more comfortable experience. And that's true in VR for sure, but also actually true on screens and on phones and stuff like that. So we're generally pretty happy with where we got to.
So everyone should be able to
Marvin,
play it,
honey.
even those who get motion sick. So no
Box.
excuses. Come play the new game, basically,
Yeah.
because that really works, and I'm grateful. Otherwise, I'd just be like, "Well, sucks for me." Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the cool things about having so many platforms. You know, you can be on your phone now, even if, you know, the comfort options don't work for you, which I really hope that they do. I really think they will. If they don't, you know, there's still other options. You can come and play and hang out with your friends on, you know, Steam with a keyboard and mouse or on a phone or something. And
Yeah.
you don't have to miss out on Rec Rally.
Yeah.
Someone
you have
asked.
so many options.
Yeah, absolutely.
Someone asked if you can do tricks. I'm sure if you make a map that you're able to do tricks, like a loop-de-loop,
Oh,
you know.
you can do
just-
tricks. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, single
Yeah.
pack quest. Can you imagine?
You can absolutely do tricks.
Just
Yeah,
make
I
it
think
like a
that's- I also-
sandbox,
what
like
people are
trick
gonna make.
room.
I also see a
Motion
bunch of
sick
people who
options
apparently
make
want
me
to
motion
blow
sick.
up their vehicles.
What?
Are I saw that in chat. I don't know why. They want to destroy the vehicles. We're just bringing them out. Brand new vehicle. You guys are going to
Wow.
get to try it on the 29th, but already you guys want to blow it up. You don't want to enjoy your brand new buggies. You want to blow them up. But no, these are Superman buggies. They're not destroyable. You will not be able to blow up or
Indestructible.
explode.
Made out of,
Yes,
like,
indestructible
titanium.
buggies. Yes. Maybe if you could find the Rec Room equivalent of kryptonite, but
Yeah, something
I
like
mean,
that.
you can try, I guess. Just to think, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
they will forever live on.
What's another question?
All
I've
right,
seen some
let's see
questions
what
about
else.
Rec
That's also good.
Royale.
Yeah,
So
I don't know why people are
That would-
asking this.
I think
would
they
be
want
awesome.
buggies
Because they say
in
Rick
Rec
Rally so
Royale.
fast.
Yeah.
It sounds like Royale.
Hey, you know, I also want buggies
Like
in
Rick
Rec
Rally.
Royale. We don't
Rick
have any
Rally,
plans
Rick
to
Rally,
announce or
Rick Rally.
anything right now, but you know, I would
I
love to
think
see that.
from
That'd be
an-
super cool.
The map would have to be a lot bigger, wouldn't it?
Standpoint, that would be a nightmare. But
Yeah, that doesn't seem
I
fair to
mean,
me.
But Frog and Time's
definitely
getting
if
really
it
good at it.
if it was something easy that we could do, we'd definitely do it. But it would it would make Frog and Time sad.
Yeah. So
Let's
not
see
in
what
Rec Royale
else.
today, but it would be sick.
Not today. Yes.
it would be cool.
Can we crash the cars? Yes. It's just running into
Oh,
something,
yes.
really. You know,
But it
and
will
then you
not
gotta back
explode.
up, and then you gotta get
Be
going.
safe.
Oh.
Yeah.
First.
Be safe.
What the fuck?
Can we customize the car?
Lego.
You can. Yes, you can. You
Fuck
can
it,
clamp
finally!
shapes to it. You can configure a bunch
Oh,
of
clamp.
properties and
I'm gonna kill
parameters, and
myself.
so you can kind of change the way the engine
Cam.
works. You
I
can
feel like
change
I could customize
the
it
height of the
and just,
suspension, make the car really low to the
buggy look
ground, or really
cool in the
high off the
actual
ground.
auto.
You can change the way that steering
Maker pen.
works. Is it going to turn sharp or not very sharp?
Maker
Does
man.
it
I
feel like a big
oh,
giant
this is
truck,
like
or does it feel
big
like a little toy
suspension, so
car?
it's
You
like
can change
really
all
fucking
kinds of stuff.
bouncy and
More
springy.
parameters than we've exposed.
I think
more
you
knobs
can.
we've exposed in the past.
Maybe.
And
have
it's got
zero
circuits
gravity
enabled
buggy.
support, so you can use circuits to do
Let's ask
stuff like
flying geese.
enable boost. I made a fun boost pad. So the way the boost works when you're going to play Rec Rally this week is you run into little canisters, they fill up a tank, and then at some point a big light comes on, and you can use boost, and you smack the button, and you go forward. But because you can use circuits, you can kind of make it work.
Does the
differently.
buggy
So I made,
drive?
you know, a bunch of blinking little arrows, like little chevrons on the ground, and put it in a big trigger volume, hit it with your car, and then it gives you a full boost and slaps the button for you, and it made a boost pad. It was pretty fun. So all kinds of stuff like that is going to be possible.
Someone should make Truck Simulator. And
I mean, I want to
Yes.
see how long it's gonna take for someone to make Rainbow Road. It's gonna be a
Oh.
oh
nightmare.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh no!
I've never been good
on
at
up.
that. Never.
Yeah, no.
the
Anytime
buggy
someone
drive.
picks it, I'm just like, so you hate me, you know?
Yes.
Like,
So you don't want to be friends anymore.
Right. And it's all neon, so it's blinding you the whole time.
Yes.
yeah, be pretty cool to see what people do to, you know. I'm excited. People are too creative, and I'm ready for it. You know?
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, another thing
Um,
that we have already saw people creating just in some of our tests was basically little trial type maps or kind of like parkour for cars where you're trying to stay along a really narrow road. That looked like a lot of fun.
Park cars.
Oh,
Yeah.
precision driving? Are you kidding me? I can't even drive
Yeah.
normally. I just, you know, good
yeah.
job if you can. I can't.
Yes.
I saw a question about dealing damage. So when we ship and when the car is in beta, it won't be possible to deal damage to other players. but that's one of the things that we're going to be working on and making really work well before we take beta flag off. So if you, I mentioned a little bit earlier during our panel that we're shipping the buggy into the Maker Pen palette this week with Rec Rally, same day, same date, but it's going to be a creation beta feature. And that means that some of the stuff just doesn't work quite as well as we'd like it to. We need to make keep iterating on some of the UGC features just a little bit. And one of those that we're going to keep iterating on is the way that it deals damage, both to AI and to other players. But that's definitely something that we care about. We want to make sure that if someone, makes their vehicle-filled paintball-style game, that you could run someone over with a rally buggy, and it does what you think.
One thing that I'm excited for, I guess, is like how people are gonna use the buggy in future contests, because like those are like the top
Peppo.
creators, and I want to see something that's like super clever and works really well.
yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, I
See,
saw
someone
your,
asked, "Do you need a driver's
your
license
booth in
for
Rec.
playing?" Yes, unfortunately,
Yeah, I
took a picture and
you
shared
do.
it.
You do have to be of legal age
Darn it.
to drive.
Yeah.
Kidding.
no, you can make one. People can make one.
Yeah, you could make one in game, have a little DMV, wait 2 hours for nothing to
Oh,
happen.
Ah, no. Why would anyone do that voluntarily?
Your
I
rally
don't
buggy
know, I
tabs
don't
are out of
know.
date.
Yeah, you go pay $5.
Do like the driving school. Yeah, recommend driving school. Just do like this is boating school. I'd do
That'd
that.
actually be kind of fun. That'd be kind of cute.
You
A
act-
little driving school.
Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, one of the tests we had for our driving kind of controls was, can you do can you parallel park? Which you can. You can parallel park.
That means you can reverse.
That's gonna be the hardest part of the test. So
Right? Exactly.
watch out.
That means you can
Part of the
reverse
puzzle game.
if you can parallel.
Yeah, the Rec Rally driver's license test would also include whether you can do like a
Can
180
drive
chur,
a hole.
spin chur, and how well you can drift.
Of course.
You can't
of
get the
course.
Rec Rally driver's license without doing that stuff.
Well, I'm never getting it. That's that. Oh, no. Takes skill and effort. Okay, so we got about 5 minutes left of the panel. I guess we could answer like one more question and then we can start wrapping it up. Let's see what you got, people.
People that have been asking about ink cost. I don't personally know. I don't know if you guys know at all.
Yeah, I don't quote me. I don't remember exactly the amount that we landed on, but I believe it's under
I'm having like
5%.
Oh my
So it's an
god, that's a
expensive
lot.
Object for sure,
how much?
but
Christ.
you can have
Under
there's plenty
5.
of ink left over to make.
So like maybe
Oh,
four.
Oh, Star
Okay.
says
It's
5.3%.
not, it's not as the
expensive.
fucking
There you go.
mirror.
5.3.
Still, that's
Thank you,
Star.
expensive. Christ.
God, no, he's watching.
Oh, it's just come out.
Yeah, people are asking questions that already been answered. Is there Logitech wheel support?
No, not.
Okay, that would
not
be
right now,
sweet.
unfortunately.
Could we
It
work
would be
My
on
husband has one. He's got one, so it's like that'd be pretty cool, and he uses it in VR and everything. That would be
Swiggity.
really cool, but probably not.
I don't know. Can you
Yes.
set up the
Someone asked
Logitech
about-
You
wheel to
joined
emulate
4
it and
minutes
just a normal
beforehand.
controller?
Hot
Because if you
Wheels
can,
buggy.
you can use it.
I cannot hear a single fucking thing
There you go. I bet
Why?
someone will figure it out. Smart people.
because
are.
they're really
Yeah.
fucking loud.
Turn them down.
Yeah, if you guys get in a crash, your insurance is
Ow.
gonna skyrocket. And also don't
Costs a lot of tokens each month.
So they
Yeah,
actually
you
changed
gotta
it
get
6
charged
o'clock,
up.
so I just left my friend's house for
Somebody was
nothing.
asking if it's got a
Rec
Tesla
room.
mode. No, it
Yep.
does not have
Yeah, they
self-driving.
changed
We
it
have
to
not
6.
we have not implemented
right.
self-driving better than Tesla has. No.
Well, I'm glad I rushed home from my friend's house to
Well,
Yeah.
watch the
think
last 2 minutes of that.
that's
instead.
about it for the panel.
No,
I
I'm
hope
really
this
glad that
answered
that
a
was
whole bunch of your
I'm gonna kill
questions.
Emily.
You
She's
won't
on
have to
the
wait much
period.
longer to get them answered experience, so you can try it for yourself. So remember to play Rect Rally on September 29th, and I can't wait to see all your guys' hype.
Dude, I don't know.
And
Wait,
it's
is
gonna
this
be
Wednesday?
great.
It's
Anything you guys
yeah,
wanna say to close?
Wednesday, and it's coming out 1 p.m.
Thank you so much
Oh my
EST.
God,
for
I have
having us and
exams
spending this
so
hour with us.
soon.
Hope you really enjoy it. Go make awesome stuff with the cars. Have a lot of fun with
Tell your
that.
brother
And let us
to
know what you think,
live.
please and thank you.
Yes.
Dylan,
Have lots of
live.
fun.
Yeah, thanks so much,
Absolutely.
everybody.
Yeah.
We appreciate you playing Rec Room.
Oh, I'm
Can't
about to
wait
get
for
I
you
don't
to try Rec
appreciate
Rally.
you playing
Have
Rec
fun.
Room.
Yeah, thank you.
Wow,
Show us all your
that's
stuff.
so
Post
nice.
things on Instagram, postings on Discord, on Facebook. We'll see it. You
Facebook
know, there's a chance
banned.
it could get like
Emily is
reposted in,
banned.
like, the Instagram story, so be tag Rec
I am
Room with everything that you
unsubscribing.
post. And yeah, just let us know your
Ooh,
thoughts.
why you
Join
not
our
a follower?
Discord,
What the
post
hell?
stuff in there. You can put in your feedback and your thoughts and talk with other people. Yeah. I think I plugged enough things.
Emily's over.
Um,
All right,
That's a good
Bucketheads, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Yeah.
What I just
So we've
called a
got-
bucket.
They released it, didn't they?
426 people in the room still.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's crazy. So, heck
So
yeah.
nice to have everyone here.
Rec rally. Oh, that's a
Excuse
camera.
me,
No,
did you
get out
just
here.
swear, Emily?
Well, speaking of cameras,
No,
let's get a
it's
picture.
camera.
Here,
Emily just.
let's get
Oh,
us
yeah.
four
Alright.
first over here.
tell me where to go.
Right there. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, stand.
Oh, this is good. This is good. Okay, ready? 3.
say something that will make you goddamn.
Yeah. Let's do another one. We're not all smiling. We're gonna do one more.
I was gonna
Okay.
say, I hope so.
That's much better. Okay.
All right.
Now let's get one with everyone in the audience that's with us
Gather
anyway.
round, gather
This
round.
main
This is
instance.
gay.
So again, you're in the main audience. If you can see Dwangler down there, he's got a blue like mask and like the mohawk. Yeah. So
big
if you're
fan.
not in the main instance, I'm sorry. Yeah.
He looks so fucking autistic.
All right, picture time. Everyone want to come forward? Actually, you guys up there, you can be seen up there. So, all right, ready? 3. Nope. 3. Nope. Why? No.
Fuck,
Oh.
it looks so dark.
Oh, that was a
Wait for
mess. I cannot believe how much of a mess that was. Again. 3, 2. Hooray!
All
I
right.
couldn't see the numbers popping up from the back, so there's that.
Check my bank note right now.
All right, the event's gonna
All right.
is
Check it
now
right
over.
now,
It's
but
4 o'clock.
Just make out with me.
We can. I don't know. It's here.
Have a great weekend,
Alright.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And thank you so much, Emily, for hosting. This was great.
Yeah, of course.
thanks, Emily.
Thank you guys. This is great. I'm sure this is a very much anticipated panel for the players. So,
Yay.
Gribbly's keynote
Yeah.
was better.
went well,
Nice
I'd
seeing
say.
everyone.
And it's
Yeah.
Sunday.
Absolutely.
Why are they doing this on a Sunday?
Because
Now I see
yesterday
you
they
out there.
announced it.
You know,
Gribbly announced
yeah,
it. They're like,
you,
go
come
karts
here.
now.
Get over here. You. Hello. Oh my gosh.
Should I stop brown?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Hello.
How do
Oh
we
my
do that?
I
Hello.
think we
think I'll
go
just,
back to the same menu.
I don't see it there anymore.
Why should I have, like comfort mode on?
I might just leave the room.
I gotta ask this
Do
question.
we want to
Are
go
they
back to
junior
where we were
verified?
before?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a good
yeah,
idea.
sure.
All right, we'll see you there.
Okay, I'm heading back to where we were before.
Really?
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks so much.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for
Hope you
coming.
enjoy Rec Rally. Thank you for playing. Really, really appreciate you.
Okay, well they do have to be junior verified, and I'll teach you how to do that. Okay, I'm gonna stop broadcasting.
What?
Actually I can't. Okay, so thank you all for coming. Here, Dark Reef, come with me. Party with them as well. Alright, let's
I look so.
everyone.
It just put me into the map. What just did that? Wait. Huh? Hello? What did I do? Oh! Hello? I'm dead.
Death.
Get me out. Guys, look.
What? Cringe. Cringe. You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record beat. Okay, bye.